Bar is open, beer buddies are waiting, so let's review the Chimay Trappist White. Thanks for clicking on this video. SG Alcohol Guy here, giving you honest reviews on the alcohols that I am tasting. As mentioned, today we'll be looking at the Chimay Trappist White. Now, I've previously reviewed the Trappist Blue and Trappist Red, so do go through my channel and find the previous two reviews so that you can have a comparison of all three. And today I'm keeping the most interesting for the last, or rather I would assume this will be the most interesting, because this is the only one that says it's a triple ale. Plus, I guess it is interesting because this is retailing at $9.50 Singapore dollars per bottle. For that, I get a 330 ml bottle with 8% alcohol content. Although at that price, I'm expecting to be burping, rainbows and unicorns. As usual, when I review my beers, I like to take a look at the color, the smell, and of course, the taste. And I pour my beers a bit more haphazardly, reason being I like to pour the beers so that the foam appears in the glass. What this does is pretty much ensure that when I drink it, the foam stays in the glass, it doesn't foam up in my stomach, making me a lot less bloated. Second, it gives me an idea of the finish of the beer in terms of how long it can last. For example, if the foam takes a long time to settle, then it tends to have a longer finish down the back of your throat. The faster the foam disappears, the shorter the finish. This one looks promising. And it seems I managed to choose the beers in the correct order. The Trappist Blue was a very dark brown ale. The Trappist Red was brown with a hint of orange. And this is just a very orangey, IPA kind of color. So I've managed to progressively open the beers from dark to light. Hey! Now it's also a very cloudy beer, so this looks, again, a very rich flavored beer. But because it's a lighter colored compared to the Trappist Blue and Trappist Red, I can actually see the bubbles, the carbonation within the beer. So, that's actually a very interesting thing to note. Scent-wise, it has that very bitter, dry, pale ale smell. To the point I can smell that very typical, jackfruit flavor that I get from pale ales. I have that here. But compared to the other two as well, the foam is disappearing really quickly. So I'm not expecting a long finish from this $9.50 Singapore dollar beer. And with that, taste test. This is an extremely dry and bitter beer. So for this drink, when I poured it into my mouth, there was a very clear coffee smell, very clear coffee taste. But there's also that underlying metallic taste all on my tongue, making it very bitter and very dry. There's hardly any finish to speak of. It's sliding down my throat, but it just doesn't go anywhere beyond that. So the taste doesn't finish here. To answer whether I'm going to be burping rainbows and unicorns, I'll tell you no. It's not a very clearly defined beer. I feel that it tastes like a mixture of triple ales, like a mixture of a summer ale, a pale ale, and an IPA. And I feel that it didn't gel. It just tries to have more flavors by mixing it, and then let's see how it goes. So at $9.50 Singapore dollars, this is actually my least favorite Chimay out of the blue, red, and white. I would actually list my preferences in the order that I drank them, which is blue's my favorite, white's my least favorite, red if I just want a cheaper option of the blue. Thanks for watching up to this point. I just want to state that all these reviews and viewpoints are my own personal opinion, not to be used as an industry standard. But if you've tried this really expensive Chimay Trappist White, do drop me some comments. I'm interested to find out what you think of this beer. And while you're here, do help me click on the like button, the subscribe button, plus the notification bell, because I upload 2 new videos every week. But most importantly, happy drinking.